Well, as we mentioned on Foreign Affairs, President Biden confirmed that he had ordered the US military to build a temporary pier off the coast of Gaza. He said it would ensure a massive increase in aid for Palestinians. He warned Israel that humanitarian assistance should never be used as a bargaining chip.
Protecting and saving innocent lives has to be a priority. As we look to the future, the only real solution to the situation is a two-state solution over time. And I say this as a lifelong supporter of Israel. My entire career, no one has a stronger record with Israel than I do. I challenge any of you here. I'm the only American president of Israel in wartime. But there is no other path that guarantees Israel's security and democracy. There is no other path that guarantees that Palestinians can live in peace with peace and dignity.
Well, let's speak to our Middle East correspondent, Yolan Nell, who is in Jerusalem. So we heard that warning to Israel that aid should never be used as a bargaining chip. How has that message gone down in Israel?
Well, we haven't had an official response, but certainly it's been picked up, as you'd expect, by the Israeli media. That, along with a promise by Mr. Biden that Israeli hostages who remain in the Gaza Strip will be released, that he is dedicating his efforts to working on that. And we know that there were, of course, some Israeli hostage families and former Israeli hostages in the chamber where Mr. Biden was speaking. Now, a lot of focus here is on that plan for a new temporary port for Gaza, a temporary causeway that would be built to allow supply ships bringing aid to get close to Gaza. At the moment, it doesn't have any kind of deep sea port. A lot more explanation of what exactly that means, because there was a briefing given by the White House in advance of the State of the Union address. It appears that aid ships will go to Cyprus, and there Israeli security checks will be carried out, and then there will be US warships or US military personnel involved offshore in overseeing proceedings, but there will be no US military boots on the ground in Gaza involved in the construction of this causeway. We understand that it could take a month or two to complete. And of course that won't address then the immediate need to get aid into Gaza. But it does look like President Biden really wanted to have some kind of a concrete step to show that US military action was being taken amid a lot of frustration with its close ally Israel. It's been calling for weeks now to increase the flow of aid going into Gaza.
Yeah, do you think the fact that they are having to build this pier is a sign that Benjamin Netanyahu isn't listening to the US about getting more aid in on the ground?
Well, the calls from the US and from UN agencies have been for Israel to open up more border crossings into the Gaza Strip to allow aid to get through and to allow aid distribution to take place more effectively. Of course, what we've seen is the US and Jordan, other countries resorting to aid drops in recent days, which is not a very effective way of getting aid to those who need it the most. I mean, Israel does have its own container port, Ashdod, just about a 40-minute drive to the north of the Gaza Strip. There's been a lot of resistance in Israel to using its facilities to bring in aid, and so aid at the moment is mostly going in via Egypt. It's flown in there and comes in through the crossings in the south of the Gaza Strip.
Yolan Nell in Jerusalem, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to share and subscribe.